Welcome to podcast series during my morning walk. We explore a topic every morning that affects all of us. We are all under siege by distractions, expectations, and chaos. We are constantly battling to preserve our clarity, our purpose, and our authenticity, external demands and noise. Modern society thrives on constant connectivity, yet distractions abound, fragmenting focus and diluting our purpose of life. Instant gratification and relentless multitasking hinder deep thinking and meaningful engagement. This is a form of mind control. Amidst chaos, individuals have lost priority for intentional living, away from balance, creativity, and authentic connections. Mind control is the manipulation of thoughts, behaviors, and beliefs by external forces, often through media or technology or social influences, without person's awareness. It often operates subtly through controlling information, manipulating emotions, and creating powerful entities influencing our choices and beliefs. From corporate strategies to government policies, there are forces working behind the scenes to shape our thoughts, behavior, and decisions. These influences are often so ingrained in our daily lives. We are discussing because of its increasing influence with subtle forces like powerful media, social platforms, and advertising. Understanding these influences helps protect our critical thinking and free will. Exploitations are everywhere. We can make informed choices and preserve our dignity and independence. Our discussion today is what is the hidden mechanism and how to really develop awareness to resist them. Because if we have distractions, we will lose our focus and we cannot move from ignorance to knowledge. But it is vulnerable to manipulation. Throughout history, we have seen those in positions of power like governments, corporations, and even other institutions have sought ways to control what we think and how we act. Whether through psychological manipulation or technological influence, these forces aim to guide our decisions, often without us even realizing it. Understanding and resisting these forces is now critical. Without awareness, we risk losing the very essence of what it means to be human, our free will, our dignity, and our integrity. But how do we resist? Big question. Today, mind control is less about trauma and more about subtle, pervasive influences. Mass media, social media, algorithms, advertising, and even the way education system functions are the tools used to guide behavior and influence our decision making. These mechanisms does not require over coercion. Instead, it walks quietly behind the scenes. We willingly engage with our phones, the internet, social platforms, even media we consume. Let's take a closer look at some of the most common ways modern society influences our thoughts and actions. Media outlets play a significant role in shaping public opinion. Every day, we are being bombarded by constant threats, which are all unseen. Narratives they present are often framed to align with political ideological interest. Media outlets reinforce specific values and attitudes, often creative echo chambers where individuals are exposed only to perspectives that confirm their beliefs. This can limit critical thinking. Social media platforms use sophisticated algorithms to personalize content, which can isolate us from diverse perspectives. We are always thrown a specific kind of information to shape our mind, beliefs. They prioritize emotionally charged content to maximize engagement, often creating filter bubbles that make us more susceptible to manipulation. The algorithms learn from our behavior, predicting what we might click on next and feeding us more of the same. This reinforces existing biases and makes it harder to think critically about new ideas. Apps, games use techniques like rewards, notifications, feedbacks to condition our behavior. Features like likes, shares trigger dopamine-driven responses. Over time, this mechanism subtly is often making us dependent on external validation. Modern advertising uses psychological insights to influence purchasing decisions and creation of artificial needs. Advertising shapes not only consumer behavior but also societal values. All serve to influence our decision based on data-driven insights, often without our explicit consent. These erodes our privacy and diminishes our ability to make independent choices. The long-term consequences of these influences are profound. When our autonomy is eroded, we become more susceptible to societal pressures, which leads to fractured identities, diminished critical thinking, and greater polarization. Modern mind control affects a society as a whole, contributing to mental health challenges and social fragmentation. But it does not have to be this way. We have the power to reclaim our autonomy by understanding this mechanism and recognize how they work, we can begin to resist them. Now, how do we develop the power to observe? One of the first steps is to question where information comes from. Who is presenting it and why? Is it designed to inform or manipulate? By constantly asking this question, we can avoid blindly accepting narratives pushed by the media and other powerful entities. Understand the motives behind the information, what we receive and what we hear in daily lives. Corporations, governments, even social platforms have agendas, and it is important to recognize when something is being promoted for specific purpose, whether that is to sell a product, influence an election, or shape public opinion. We need to broaden our horizon, seek out different viewpoints, whether it's through reading books, engaging with diverse communities, or simply listening to people who think differently from us, exposing ourselves to diverse perspective for developing our critical thinking. By becoming aware of this, we can make conscious choices about how we engage with this platform. By becoming aware of our own thoughts, emotions, and patterns of behavior, we can more easily spot when we are being influenced. Self-awareness helps us regain control over our actions. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in today's podcast. Stay aware, stay critical, and keep questioning. Only then we can protect our minds and spirits from being controlled by forces outside. Enjoy life the way you want to enjoy it, not through bringing excitements from the outer world when the inner world all lie undiscovered before us. Thank you. Thank you very much.